Welcome everybody inside the Cole Harbour Place. My name is Mason Dyke here with High Button Sports. Voyageurs hosting the Kings here on a Sunday afternoon in Cole Harbour. Where would you rather be than with us here at High Button Sports? Number 31, Max Reed gets a start here today. Looking for his first win of the season in his new colors. And opposing him, also wearing number 31 tonight, is Joseph Saunders, second-year goaltender. No stranger to the win category in this jersey, but looking for a little bit of retribution there from last year, as it was Saunders who was in the net in the provincials declaring game where the Voyageurs knocked out the Kings to move on to the semifinals. The Voyageurs have yet to win a game since that moment. As we'll take a pause here for O Canada. Welcome here to Koala Place. Kings versus V's. As I mentioned previously, the first meeting since provincials of last year, where the V's defeat the Kings to move on to the semifinals. V's looking to avoid falling to 0-3 on the season, or 0-4 I should say, while the Kings looking to stay at top of the standings in the NS U16 AAA Hockey League. Just about set to get underway here, live from Koala Place. V's versus Kings, as it'll be number 19, Blake DeMille, stepping into the dot against Payson Lively. As we're underway here in Koala Place, puck is dropped and here we go. Here's Ryan Morris getting the start here tonight. I still get on the forecheck early. Kings get possession. Cider Chuck with D-to-D. Romaine will get his first touch of the game. We'll flick it up ahead. It's right into Jonah Cruz's corner, who will go over the corner there. Punter pass up ahead. It's going to be poked free by the Kings. So here comes Ryan Morris up ahead. Makes a one-touch pass over to DeMille. It's going to be turned over. Chance in front here, and they shoot, and they stop there from Saunders. Early test there from the Kings goaltender, and he aces that one. As puck's going to be kept in by Carew as he's pinching in inside the blue line. Puck comes free for Jonah Carew. Send it towards the net. Puck comes free. Backhand shot towards the goal. It's going to be sticked away. Here come the Kings now at the boards. Sent down the ice. Here comes Carew now with it. Carew will take it behind his own net. Jonah Carew up through the middle. That's going to be sent all the way down to Saunders, who will play it for Langell. Langell getting the rookie lap here earlier today as he's playing his first game as a King. Send the Kings now as Thompson will poke it ahead. Comes in deep, and then the forecheck is Josh Jackman, the second-year Kings captain this year. He's looking to clear the V's and be kept in. Frazier has it now to the second-year forward for the Kings. As they'll send that one in deep. Jackman giving chase for it. Jackman in the backhand to Langell. Langell will try and play on the blue line there, but fumbles it. Forced to retreat is Langell. Langell will circle back, find his own net. Bedford Thompson will poke it free for Jackman. Jackman will take it up in the middle of the ice. Jackman into the opposite corner. As Jaden Hall is going to make a play here early. Puck comes free behind the net. As it's going to be poked away by Max Reed. Sent towards the middle there. It's going to be picked up by Kane Osmond. Osmond having a great start to the year so far for the V's as Jackman gets with the turnover. As Corcoran can handle the puck at the blue line, so he forced to retreat. Corcoran will put the brakes on, pass to the middle for Thompson as he'll chip it in deep. Plenty of time for Zach Olmstead to make a play here. Olmstead, the second year V's defenseman, will partner over across. Pass to the middle is going to be picked off by Grancelli. Is a very Italian name here for the Kings. Not sure if he's Italian or not. It's going to be sent in by deep by Ross. Behind the net, Glover will go up the wall for Newfield. Newfield will poke it free. That's going to be sent right back in deep by Olmstead. Goes off a cork and that'll be our first whistle of the game. Great pace to start things off here at Corey Place. As Copel into the dot. Against Luke Sawney, puck is dropped. Off the face-off. Puck up to the blue line there as we poke back in deep. As Ross will one-touch that into the zone. Behind the net is Corkum. He has the puck now. Corkum go up the wall. It's going to be turned over as Reed will come up to play it. Reed will go up the boards there as Ross will poke ahead at it. Sent in towards the opposite zone for Sidoruck. Romaine will take over. Katie Romaine played for the Rangers last season in the U16 Major League. There's Grancelli. Puck in the neutral zone, picked up. There's Count. Snoy Wilson in deep. Up ahead, that's going to be picked off by the V's. Right up ahead. Chance here for the Voyageurs. That one comes to the line. Shot is blocked unintentionally in front by Nick Grancelli. As Romaine bounding for the puck in the corner. Puck comes free for Mason Cole, who will whack it away. Puck at the blue line now. That's going to be sent in deep. As Saunders let that go behind the net. There's Gurachuk looking to make a play over to Seelbook. It's going to be kept in deep by the V's. Pass towards the net is going to be picked off. As Mason Cole looking to clear, and he will. He gets it past the defender there, pinching in. Puck played behind the net. Kings looking to clear. Kept in by Jonah Carew. Carew will take a hit there from Slavuta. Puck bouncing in neutral ice. Comes free for Jonah Carew. Carew will fire one towards the goal. It's going to be blocked in front. I was getting down for that one was Gurachuk. There's Carew again, who fans on the shot this time. Sends it in deep for Osmond. Osmond will put the brakes on the corner. Leaves it for Carew. Pass in front there off the stick. Just goes wide. His rebound blocked in front. It's going to be kept in at the line. Good play there for the V's defenseman. As Osmond will turn the puck over. Here's Kane Osmond in the corner. As Romaine there to flip it up ahead. Kings have possession. Here's Romaine up to Mason Cole. The two Rangers are going to connect there. Another whistle is offside there was Jaden Hall. Has some early rough stuff here. And this one. Puck is dropped. Kings get possession. Right up ahead. That's going to be picked off on the stick now of Hall. Up to the middle. Hall has it. Pass ahead. Sent in deep. Langell giving chase. Osmond on the forecheck as Morris getting a piece in there. Langell. Puck comes free. Play the opposite direction. As Hall will put the brakes on. He takes a hit from Lively, but Lively gets the worst of that one. Here comes Langell breaking through. Langell gets bumped in there by Osmond. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm with the puck now, number 34 for the Kings. Puck played in deep for Lively. Lively plays it down low. Kings have possession here. Lively looking to center it. Pass in front there off this pad of Reed makes a big first save. As here comes the V's now. Put over across. It's going to be shot towards the goal. As Lively will play up the wall. As Amaro takes a hit there in the corner. Puck comes free for Lively. As Snow gets it on the forecheck. Here's Amaro looking to get the puck out. As it hits a funny piece of glass there. As here comes Chisholm now. Chisholm down the right side will enter the zone as he puts it in deep. Chisholm And on the forecheck, it's a piece of snow, but he can't get the puck where he wants to go. His puck is bouncing in neutral ice. Played over across. That's going to be shot on by Braden Cowan. Rebound is cleared away. But the Kings now looking to find Jackman. Thompson will take over. Jackman has it now. Jason Jackman down the left side. Jackman puts the brakes on. Goes towards the net. Second year Kings forward has the puck. Saucer over to Glover. Glover will fire one towards the goal. Gets blocked. Rebounds there for Thompson. He scores. Unfortunate bounce for the V's there. Ends up in the back of their nets, and it's 1-0 for the Kings. Not sure if you saw that one, but hit the pad of Max Reed. Puck came right to the slot area, and that's going to be our first goal of the game. As Reed will try and play that across. Hillier with the puck will go up the wall. Comes through for Olmstead. Olmstead will chip it ahead. As Braden Cowan looking to get in the forecheck there. Colt McDonald giving chase for the puck. As this will be played over across for Jackman. Jackman dangles his way through, can't get by Ross. Puck is free for Thompson. He dangles his way once more as Thompson can't get his second of the game. As Ross there to make the play. Here comes Count. It's going to be turned over. Over to Hillier. As Shaden Hall will take the pass. Hall. As Frazier disrupts that breaking attempt, as Romaine will take over. There's Cade Romaine. Makes the partner pass over to Sioraru. Takes a return feed as Romaine will poke it ahead. There's Culp now with it. Culp will put the brakes on, has the toe drag with it. Culp. Over across for Siderchuk. Shot towards the goal is going to be fought off by Max Reed. As Newfield has the puck. Newfield over to Sideru. One-man breakout for the Kings. This is Grancelli. Grancelli on the left side, pass over to Culp. Gets a return pass. Grancelli will go up for Reed, but big save there from number 31 in goal. Puck kept in by the Kings. Comes free for Jaden Hall. Hall over to Lakeland Ross. Over across the ice there looking to spring Jarvia. It's going to be turned over. Here comes Carew with it. Carew will break out for the V's. Passes up ahead. Here comes Luke Saulnier. Saulnier will try and get it deep there, but it's going to be picked off and sent back in deep. Can't get possession. Here's Amaro. Amaro dishes it off for Langell. Pass up ahead. Frazier picks it up. It's going to be sent in up the body as they pick it up as Hall. Cowan will one touch to the middle for Saulnier. Saulnier leads the rush for the V's. As this gets taken down. No call. It's hit there on the play. It's going to be offside as Henry Muse gets a welcome to this game. Puck dropped. The face-off, Ethan Lemoyne looking for it as he's back in Clover Place for the first time since wearing the Rage jersey. As Keegan Morrison will look to break it out. Here comes Kane Osmond. Osmond down the right side gets broken up there by Langell. Is hit there as two V's collide. Here comes Lemoyne. Shot is blocked. Lemoyne gets on the forecheck. Will try and play it up ahead. That's going to be a penalty coming up here as tripping is a signal. As kneeing is the signal from the referee. Is looks like Braden Cowan out of the box, giving the Kings their first power play. Puck is dropped. The face-off is Chisholm. Chisholm holding onto it. Can't get through the barrage of these defenders. That's Zach Olmstead with the clear. As here is Corkum with it now. Corkum through the middle there, looking to do one past Reed, but he pokes it ahead. On the half wall now. LeBlanc behind the net. Up top for Chisholm. Chisholm will walk the line. Down to the half wall. Chisholm cross-ice pass is picked off as Glover couldn't get a piece of that one. Ryan Morris able to make the play on the defensive end. Here's Glover with it now. Glover up ahead. He's falling down to make the play. The Kings forward there was lively. That'll be picked off and sent out of his opposite direction. Song is there to play it. Romain will leave it for Amaro. Jackman will receive the pass. Jackman in his first look in the power play here. Jackman down the left side will put the brakes on. Jackman wearing no net guard out there. Has the puck. Plays it down low. As cross-ice pass with Frazier's picked off. Frazier up top. Over to Thompson. Here's Jackman. Jackman playing on the blue line there. That's going to exit the zone for an offside. So 8:56 remaining here in the first. Kings still up 1-0 here on High Button Sports. Puck is dropped. The face-off, Amaro takes a partner pass. Amaro will backhand on him deep. It's by Jackman. And the forecheck is Thompson. Thompson gets nudged into the wall. Amaro gets the return feed. Amaro over Jackman. Jackman will fire one towards the goal, fought off by Reed. As Max Reed gets the blocker on it. Here's Jackman again on the half wall. Jackman down low. There's Thompson, one touch pass for Romain. It's going to be stopped as Lemoyne makes a good effort there in front of the net. This here is Frazier. Use it for Jackman. Nice one-touch pass there. Jackman shoots it down low. Frazier gets the rebound. And a stop there by Max Reed with the pad. Keeps things 1-0. That's going to be cleared. Or not cleared as Romain keeps it in and then sent down the ice. Song is out to play. A penalty coming up here. As Jackman will touch up. And slashing is a signal. Stoppage of play. Just dropped, so 4-on-4 for a few minutes here. Here is a chance for the Kings to clear. This can be off the glass as Cedric will get the clear on the 4-on-4. Here's count. Up for Lakeland Ross. Ross will dangle his way through. Draw pass there. Shot is on at the tip of the glove. That's going to be stopped as the rebound was loose. Has no see a number 20 on these game sheets. I don't know who that was in the forecheck, but it's dropped. Cedar Chuck will play it behind the net. Cedar Chuck makes the play up the wall for Culp. It's going to be offside. 7:24 to go here in the first. I'll try and figure out who number 20 is in the intermission. He's pretty good. Probably know who it is considering I probably met him before. Let's hear Cedar Chuck. Cedar Chuck will try and fake out number 20 as he does a good job of it. It's just Culp. Culp one touch pass to himself in the neutral ice. This can be a Back check there. This is going to be whistled down. So still 4-on-4 here in Cole Harbour. 7:04 to go. Puck is dropped. Here's Hillier. Hillier up ahead. It's going to be poked in by Kane Osman. Langell will retrieve it. Langell puts the brakes on as there's 25 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Amaro drops it off for Jackman. Picked off by Osman on the forecheck. Osman getting his looks here early. As here's Amaro. Cross ice to Jackman. Jackman will get the puck off the boards there as they're going to pick that off his haul. Here's Langell up top. Langell over to Amaro. Amaro will curl and drag and shoot on his read. Makes a save. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be touched up by the V's. As cross-checking is the signal. As Jaden Hall will head to the box. Lemoyne in the dot against Morris. Puck is dropped. The face-off here is Zach Olmstead. Olmstead will pass it up ahead, looking for a pass there. It's going to be picked off. Saunders will let that go in the crease. Morris there to give him a little snow shower. Morrison for the face-off against Lemoyne. Puck is dropped. Here is Lemoyne after the face-off, went for the Kings in their own zone. Lemoyne and will set the breakout for Slavuta. A lot of cool names in the Kings this year, if you ask me. Here's Carew. Carew will sauce run through the middle. That's going to be picked off by Romaine. Romaine will take it behind the net. He takes a hit there from Morris in a full check. Morris will get a stick in the feet there on the forecheck. Here comes Ryan Morris. Will fire one on. It's going to be gloved down by Saunders. Morris. A good look there. Short-handed.
Today's winning 50-50 number 0922.
Blake DeMille.
That's 0922.
And Ethan Parsons will head out there for the V's on a penalty kill. 5:48 to go in the penalty kill. This here. In the corner is DeMille. Picked up by the Kings. Guys looking to clear there, looking for Cole. It's going to be picked off. Here comes Glover. Or to Lemoyne. Lemoyne number 92 in white tonight with the puck. He had that go through his legs. Lemoyne. Nice set of hands there for number 92. Lemoyne still has in the backhand. On the forehand now. Up for Romaine. Romaine will pass it through there. It's a stick in front. Rebounds there. Couldn't be poked home as Reed makes a couple of saves there in tight. Here's Lemoyne. Lemoyne over across. As Cole will fire one up high, and that's going to be off a stick out of play. Five minutes to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 for the Kings. As Hillier looking to clear, and he will. As they call an icing, despite it being a short-handed opportunity for the Voyageurs. As here's Cedar-Ruck. Cedar-Ruck will play up the wall. As LeBlanc couldn't get his stick loose. Here's Chisholm now. Chisholm will fire one on to Reed. Rebounds there! As Reed makes both saves. Keep this game 1-0. Be cleared down the ice. Big stop there, number 31 in blue. As here is Saunders. Is it there? Kings will start the breakout up ahead for Lively. He'll poke it ahead, looking for Chisholm. This will be picked off. As Cedar-Ruck will dodge the hit. Plays it down low for Corkum. Up for LeBlanc. With long over to Chisholm. Chisholm comes it in deep. There to pick it up is Hillier. Hillier up the wall, looking to feed Snow. It's going to be picked off. Here's Jackman now at the turnover. They took the pass from Thompson. Those two are looking pretty good here to start off. As here's Amaro. Amaro up the glass there. It's going to be kept in by the V's. Then towards the corner as Amaro gets a piece of his man. There's Jackman up to Frazier. Frazier finds Thompson. It's going to be picked off. As puck played up ahead. There's Hillier now. Hillier finds Snow. Puts it deep. Right into Saunders, who's going to play it again. These are pretty content with just finding the puck right on goal. Avoiding icings, I guess. Right to the draw is Luke Saunier. Puck is dropped after Olmstead. Olmstead will fire towards the goal. Just gets wide. He takes a big hit there from Frazier. As Thompson will puck it up ahead. Looking for Jackman. Sent back in deep as Carew takes a hit there from Frazier. Here's Amaro. As Saunier on the forecheck. Amaro gets by Saunier. Amaro leads the rush here. Here's Thompson. Thompson dangling his way through. Thompson will fire one towards the goal as Reed makes a save. Thompson looking for Jackman there as Lakeman Ross gets a piece of it. Here's Olmstead now. Down low for Carew. Back to Olmstead. Really picked off as here's Ross. Up for Saunier. Saunier enters the zone. Saunier looking to find Ross there as Carew is pinching it as well. Here's Ross. Pass in front. This could be picked off by the Kings. Here comes Frazier leading the rush. Ben Frazier with the puck now will curl and drag. A nice move from Frazier as we fire one on. It's going to be up to the glove of Reed. Frazier, nice set of mitts there. Tight. Helping the dot for the draw against Osmond. Puck is dropped. Bit up for Romaine. Romaine sends it in deep. As Romaine takes a hit there from Hall. Puck is free for Osmond. Neufeld doesn't get loose. Here's Kane Osmond now leading the rush. Osmond has the puck on the right side. Pass ahead there. His shot is on as we stop. Rebounds there. Still in the crease. As Saunders is down, but V's can't get that one to go home. As Grant Shelley will poke it ahead. Penalty coming up here to the V's. Grant Shelley takes a hit there once again in the wall. As all a big commotion after that hit into the wall. That will draw another penalty, I'm sure. As Kate Romaine out of the box, it looks like. Referee discussing the play. No pad out there. Minute and a half to go here in the first. Still discussing the play here. Morris for some information. Looks like it's a 2-minute minor for Braden Count. And a few offsetting penalties to boot. Morrison for the draw against Jackman. The penalty kill, puck is dropped. Up top for Amaro, over to Corkum. Corkum will set up here on the power play. And Frazier is going to be offside once again. So face-off will be outside the zone. Puck drops and Corkum will clutch out the V's dump in. Corkum over to Jackman. Jackman on the left side will try and enter the zone, but he gets stopped there on the way in. Here's Jackman again. Jackman in the backhand looking for the 5-hole. Reed makes a save by closing up the wickets there. Max Reed getting his third start of the season.
Kings penalty number 43.
Played 2 in a row to start the year.
This is penalty 18-21.
Third appearance, as I just mentioned.
Voyageurs penalty number 18. Keen Osmond, 4 minutes for spearing. Penalty 18-21.
As you can hear the penalty announcements there.
Voyageurs second penalty number 13. Break down. 2 minutes for boarding. Penalty 18-21.
This here's Amaro. Amaro over across with Frazier. Frazier will fire one on. It's going to be stopped by Reed. Been saying that a lot tonight. As here is Thompson. Jackman has it now. Jackman finds Frazier. Frazier will creep in. And fire one up high. It's going to be stopped by Reed. There'll be no rebound. 47 seconds to go in the period. Puck is dropped. They keep the same power play unit out there. Well, no, they don't. Here's Sidoruk. Sidoruk. This one's in deep. Down low for Slavujta. That's going to miss him. Here's Mason Cole. Up top for Glover. Glover will walk the line. He thought about passing it there, but it's sticked away. And the forecheck. There's Colton McDonald. Pucked it away now. Here goes Mason Cole. Cole will get in deep into Peru's corner. Peru gets a piece of Cole. That comes free for Lemoyne. Lemoyne looks at the clock and holds onto the puck. Lemoyne will fire one towards the goal, blocked in front. His rebound shot just goes through the crease. And it is Glover up top. Glover gets avoided by the hip. They're just going to do it here for the first period. Kings score early on to get the lead. They haven't looked back since. It's 1-0 still. Let's do a quick break here for the intermission. You're tuned to High Button Sports. Be back in just a moment. Welcome back for the second period. Kings up 1-0 here on High Button Sports. Matthew Thompson scored a rebound goal early in the first period. That's our only goal so far in this one. Max Reed had himself a day, playing very well in my opinion. I'm sure if you've watched this game, you share that opinion as well. As we await the referees here. Braden Cound and Kane Osmond still in the box. Kings still have a power play here to start things off. As the music dims. Please don't copyright us, YouTube. I beg of you. As the referees are now out. Sticks at the boards for the second period. As we're underway now in the second. As Kings, as I just mentioned, are still in the power play. LeBlanc finds Corkum. As he plays over to Cedaruk. Cedaruk with a very cool last name in my opinion. Has the puck, will throw it towards the goal there for Reed as that's going to be stopped in there and rebounds with the body in front of Lakeland Ross. Back to 5-on-5 as Reed will get another chance to make a save, and he will get there this time as likely. Gets hit there from Carew. The shot on there is at the one-timer from LeBlanc, just goes wide. As Corkum back to retrieve the puck for the Kings. Gets a shoulder check going there as they'll take it behind his own net. Corkum. Pass over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc to the middle there. It's going to be picked up by Cound. Touch out the penalty box as Cound will enter the zone. Braden Cound, forehand, backhand, shot towards the goal. Saunders makes the save. Rebound saves! They whack away at it. But Saunders gets down for the whistle.
We are still looking for tonight's 50-50 winner. The number again is 092299.
They announced the winning 50-50 ticket.
092299. Should you have that ticket, please take it to the upstairs entrance to claim your prize.
Good chance early on for the Voyageurs to tie the game up. As in for the draw is Count. Puck is dropped. The face-off, Langell pokes it for Amaro. Amaro up the middle for Jackman. Watch out for him. Jackman through the middle. Will enter the zone. That's going to be offside. Looks like Fraser and Thompson got a little ahead of him there. It's a dangerous trio on the ice right now for the Kings. Face-off will be to the opposite side of the Kings bench. As here's Braden Cound once again on the dot against Jackman. Puck is dropped. The face-off, Thompson will send it in deep. Out to get the puck is Henry Muse. Shaden Hall gets hit into the wall. Here's Fraser. Up ahead for Langell. Langell will pass in front there looking for Jackman. There's a beautiful try as Cound will take over for the V's. Cound looking to get in deep there. Fraser gets a piece of that as Thompson pokes it ahead for Langell. Langell will play it back for Amaro. Amaro will take it behind the own net. Up the wall looking for Thompson. Off the stick of Thompson. Ends up in the stick of Hall instead. This is Jackman once again. So he turned over his Count on the forward check. He's free. Shot towards the goal, and he fought off there as Muse let one go. Here's Jackman. Amaro collects the partner pass. Amaro will look to break it out himself, and he will, as that's going to be played up ahead for Thompson. Picked off there as here's Hall. Going to be turned over for Fraser, but he couldn't get a stick on it. As Glover off the bench as they poke it free. Comes loose there. Here is Morrison. Keegan Morrison will start the rush here for the V's. It's going to be picked off as Amaro gets back in time to save the day. As off the bench is Newfields will try and poke it free as puck comes in the neutral zone for LeBlanc. Foot race for the puck as they look at there first is Morrison. Keegan Morrison will poke it ahead. As here comes Ethan Parsons to send it in deep. Morrison off the bench will collect it in the corner as Amaro up the wall as Olmstead keeps it in. Olmstead will take a hit there from Newfield into his own bench. Puck comes free as Here is DeMille. Pass is going to be picked off. Here's Olmsted now. Olmsted will dance to the line there, gets picked off. Amaro will lead the rush. Amaro has the puck. We're going in the backhand. It's going to be sent in deep. And versus Neufeld, there's a bump there. As LeBlanc collects the loose puck. LeBlanc for Amaro. Glover will pass up ahead. Glover will shoot towards the goal. Just goes wide of Reed. We didn't see that one. Pinching is Corkum. Corkum with the puck. Will play it in deep. As Henry Ayotte will lead the rush here for the Bees. Ayotte up the opposite wall looking for Osmond. He picked off as Corkum has the puck now. Corkum up for Mason Cole. It's going to be taken deep by Ryan Morris, who will poke it in and go for a change. As Parsons looking for the puck. Parsons gets it loose there off of Corkum's body. Parsons will play up ahead. Looking for Koharski. That's going to be picked off. Here comes Culp. Culp will play through the middle. Here comes Mason Cole now. Cole will try to find LeBlanc there. It's going to be picked off. It's here's Corkum. Corkum will play it back towards his own zone. Corkum puts the brakes on. And will put it in deep. Back to retrieve is Nate Koharski. They call him Coho. He goes up the wall. So he gets hit there into the wall as Mason Cole getting a piece of Koharski. As puck comes loose. Koharski plays it ahead for Ayotte. Off the side of the net there. Watch out, it's going to be turned over. But the Bees will go the other way now. It's just Snow up the wall to the front. His teammate, that's Colt McDonald. McDonald has the puck now. McDonald pass in front of the net there looking for a return pass with Snow, but he couldn't get a piece of it. As he picked off. Here's Slavuta. Slavuta with the puck now. Alexander Slavuta must be rushing. As watch out here, he gets hit in the middle of the ice. Amaro will take over it again. Here's Amaro's shot is low and wide. As Lemoyne will take over. Lemoyne, as Hilliard will collect the puck behind the net. Here is Snow. Conroy Snow will play it back in deep. As in on the forecheck is Koiluta. Picked off by Hilliard as we go off the glass. As in on the forecheck is Corkum. That's going to be an icing call. About 5 minutes deep into this first intermission, or sorry, second period. I should have said first half there. As face-off will be to the right side of Max Reed. The left side of it, look at it. In for the draw is Saunier against Lively. Puck is dropped. Off the face-off, comes free up top for Romaine. Will backhand one in deep. Romaine finds Chisholm. Down low for LeBlanc. LeBlanc up top for Hirachuk as he'll show it towards the goal. Tipped in front by Chisholm. And the Kings have two. Beautiful pass to the point there from Romaine. Finished off by Camden Chisholm. That'll be his first goal as a King. And that makes it 2-0. And there goes Saunders back into his net. Puck is dropped. As Osmond back out there, here comes LeBlanc. Looking to find Chisholm there, it's going to be picked off by Osmond. Kane Osmond will go up through the middle there. As foot race for the puck as Saunders will have to play it, as he'll take a snow shower and cover up. Bees looking to avoid going 0-4 for the first time in franchise history. Kings looking to keep pace in the standings. There's their off to a hot start. Beat the Rebels last night. Puck is dropped. The face-off win. Bees after possession there is hit into the wall with Braden Count. LeBlanc will collect the puck in defensive zone. Spinning off a check there was Chisholm. Chisholm up the wall for LeBlanc as Romaine will take over. Romaine up for Chisholm. It's going to be picked off as Kane Osmond looking to get loose. Here is Cade Romaine with the puck. Number 43 in white will send it in deep. Down low for LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets hit into the wall. Puck comes free for Chisholm. On top, Romaine. Here's Lively. That's going to be picked off. As that was number 5, Makar Sadirak with the assist there on the Chisholm goal. My apologies, it wasn't Romaine. As Kale Makar Sadirak, his first assist as a King. Here's Thompson. He turned over. Here's Kane Osmond now looking to get loose in the corner. Picked off. As here comes Romaine again. Chisholm with it. Chisholm towards the goal is going to be picked off. As getting back in time was Keegan Morrison. Chisholm up for Jackman. Jackman can't shoot it because he gets blocked by Morrison. Here comes Count. As Braden Count towards the goal as Morris couldn't get that puck. As pinching in here is Keegan Morrison. Puck comes free for Frazier. Frazier up for Jackman. Jackman lead the rush here, looking for Thompson. It's going to be in deep. As on the forecheck there is Thompson looking to get loose. Comes free for Count. Play up the wall. It's going to be turned over. Here's Glover. Glover will walk in deep there as he shoots one from the blue line. Tipped in front. Just a save there from Reed as he, in desperation mode, gets a piece of that with the pad. Here's Jackman now. What a Frazier shot. Stopped by Reed. He doesn't know where it is. Rebound's there as he looks behind him with a loose puck.
Last call for 50-50 number 092299. That's 092299.
That's going to be a stop there from Max Reed, keeping it 2-0. Shots are 18-11 in favor of the Kings. Hoping for the draw here against Kane Osmond. Puck dropped. Olmstead looking for a loose puck. Hope will poke it up ahead. Conroy Snow as Glover gets a piece of him. As Vincelli has the puck in the corner. Up top now, Copel sends it in deep for Vincelli. Gets the breaks on in the corner. Down low for Newfield. Newfield will try and poke it ahead. Here comes Kane Osmond. Osmond will look to poke it free there, so it comes loose for a moment, then sent in deep. Here's Olmstead. Gets hit behind that from Newfield. As here's Kaz Hillier up the head. As he finds the feet of Colton McDonald. Back retrievers Glover. Up the wall. Here comes Culp. Culp through the middle will shoot in the glove of Reed, who makes a save for the whistle. 11.5 to go now here in the second period. As Hillier takes a spill. Lemoyne in for the draw. Puck is dropped. One back by Lemoyne. He's been great at that so far tonight. Here's Langell chopping the point. It's going to be just wide of the net. Cole on the forecheck gets a piece of his defenseman. That's going to be played up ahead by Lakeland Ross, but kept into the zone. It's going to be offside as Carew was waiting for that puck, but whistle blew. And for the draw here is Luke Saunier against Lemoyne. Puck is dropped. The face-off win for the Kings. DD pass. Back to Amaro. Amaro up the wall will try and spring his teammate there. That was Solavuta. Carew there to get the puck first. Carew will go forehand, backhand up the wall. Pass up for Lakeland Ross. Ross going to spring his teammate. Still don't know who number 20 is. Puck in the corner now. Lemoyne looking to dig it out as Ross gets a piece of it there. Puck comes free. As hit there behind the play. DD pass from Koharski over to Carew. It's going to be sent down the other way. As Amaro will shoulder check as he negates the icing. Here's Lemoyne. Lemoyne will start the rush himself for the Kings. Lemoyne, number 92 in white, has the puck, enters the zone. Lemoyne still has it. Lemoyne in the backhand gets picked up by Carew. Puck comes free there for a moment as Lakeland Ross will pick away at it as Cowan couldn't catch it in midair. That's going to be a hand pass despite Cowan not touching it with his glove. But I'm not the referee, so I'll make the calls. I'd be a terrible referee, by the way. Like, I can't see really good. I can't really skate either. As here's Kane Osmond against Blake Lively into the dot. I just dropped. Face off. Comes free for Keegan Morrison. Look up the wall. Lively will send back in deep. Morrison has the pass over to Jaden Hall. Back to Morrison. It's going to be picked off by Lively once again. And then the forecheck is LeBlanc. He has the puck. LeBlanc can get the puck out there. There's a shot towards the goal. Max Reed gets a piece of it there as he nearly fumbled that one into his own goal. Lively against Kane Osmond here for the draw. Puck is dropped. The face-off is Romain will send it in deep. There's Chisholm. Down low for LeBlanc. LeBlanc pass in front there looking for Lively. Almost put it in there. Would have been a beautiful face-off play. So here's Makar Sidoruk. Makar Sidoruk will play down low for Lively. Lively. Behind the net. Use it for Chisholm. Up for Makar. There's Sidoruk. Will shoot one up high as we stop by Max Reed. Guys. Makar Sidoruk. Yes, that's his name. They've been looking pretty good there in the Kings blue line. 9.5 to go here in the second period. Puck is dropped. The face-off here is Corkum, but that bounced off his stick out of the zone. Corkum will circle back, neutral ice. As Kaz Hillier will look to retrieve the puck. Hillier turns it over for Frazier as that shot just goes wide and out the turnover. Head up ahead there. It's going to be picked off. Let's watch out here as Glover will take over. Glover looking for Frazier. Frazier looking for Thompson there. It's going to be picked off by Jackman as puck comes free. This Pound couldn't get loose. Here's Jackman over to Frazier. Frazier lets go off the wall. Frazier will play it in deep. Gets hit there into the boards by Henry Ayotte. As Lakeland Ross is going to make a play up the ice. Be picked off by Thompson. As Ayotte will poke it ahead. Here comes number 19 for the V's. Pass over across there off the skate of Ethan Parsons. He didn't get that one-timer to go. Parsons on the forecheck will dig it free. Puck will exit the zone. Back to retrieve this Kaz Hillier. Last man back for the V number 4. As he has the puck. Hillier. One-touch pass. Looking for Parsons. Be hit into the wall. Chance here for Parsons again. Shot desire. As Sonda makes a save. Good chance there for the V's to get this game back within 1. 8 minutes to go in the first half of the second period. As penalty coming up here to the V's. Find the play. Touched up by Morris. Head contact, a signal. Looks like Ethan Parsons went to the box. So back to the power play for the Kings. Cope in the dot against Parsons, or Sonia, I guess. Here's Olmstead. Lemoyne will lose that battle as Olmstead will clear it down the ice. Foot race for the puck. As Colt McDonald is all alone. McDonald in the backhand. Stopped by Saunders. Rebounds there as well. Saunders gets a piece of both of them. As Colt McDonald was all alone, short-handed. There's Lemoyne. Up ahead for Frazier. Frazier puts the brakes on. There's Grancelli. Oda Amaro. Amaro will walk and drag and shoot up high. That just goes wide past Reed. Amaro showing up in mitts. This is Grancelli. Shot towards the goal. This goes wide. Picked up by Amaro. Put the moves on the blue line. Amaro stays on side this time as Grancelli there to pick it up. Grancelli will shoot one there as it's blocked in front. Rangel will get a piece of that one. Sends it in deep. Lemoyne will take over. Down low for Grancelli. Grancelli up to Lemoyne once again. Lemoyne will walk in. Pass over to Amaro. Amaro will curl and shoot one up the backhand as he catches it in midair. Keep the play alive. Here's Amaro. Down low as Olmstead can't get the puck. Lemoyne up top for Grancelli's shot is tipped in front there. Rebounds there for Amaro. Shoots blocked in front by Koharski. Is a chance here for McDonald. Cole McDonald will fire one shorthand. That's going to be stopped. Another shorthanded break for Colton McDonald. That's 2 for him in this penalty kill alone. And Jonah Carew will collect the puck. Carew will go off the boards. Let's watch out here. Here comes number 20, but he's going to be offside for the Bees. Langell will take over. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Is there to go the puck? Is Slavuta. Slavuta trying to find Cole. It's going to be picked off. Here's Frazier. Frazier will circle back. Plays it in deep. Watch out here is Carew looking for a shorthanded. Parsons is up a turnover. Puck comes loose. Parsons will poke it ahead looking for Carew. It's going to be picked off. Here's Romaine will curl and drag and shoot out the side of the net. Puck stays in deep. Here is Jaden Hall. Up ahead, up the skate and the stick around the 20. As Frazier will keep it in deep. Carew has it now. Carew will poke it free for Conroy Snow. Snow falls into the boards there. Watch out. That hurts. As plays alive here. Here's Parsons shot the blocker. As Conroy Snow's cage just came off, but he's okay. Here comes Frazier now. As Frazier looking to drop it off for Slavuta. Slavuta, the name I can't get the hang of, because here's Saulnier with it. Saulnier down low for Carew. Jonah Carew will turn it over as Mason Cole can't get it in deep. Cole, the sticks are flying everywhere now. As Romaine will collect the puck behind the net. Slavuta with it now. Slavuta has some space, he'll drop it off for Cole. Cole looking to spin and fire it. That's going to be picked off. This is LeBlanc. LeBlanc spinning off the check. Up the boards there for McCarr with a Corkum. Corkum will fire one towards the goal. It's going to be stopped by Max Reed. There'll be no rebound. As Reed,
We have drawn a new 50-50 number.
sees that through traffic.
The new winning number, 092220. 092220. Should you have that ticket, please take it to the top entrance to take your prize.
So sorry if I didn't update my clock there. It's 2-0 for the Kings. As Lively in for the dot against Osmond. Puck is dropped. DD pass. Return feed is sent down as Keegan Morrison will bat out of midair. Corkum finds Lively. Poked up ahead. Picked up as Henry Muse will send it in deep. Here's Corkum now. As Osmond came flying in for the hit there on Corkum. Puck kept in at the line. The shot is on there from Henry Ayotte. Osmond is parked in front, but he couldn't get a tip. As 4 minutes to go in the second period, puck is dropped. The face-off shot from the point there is tipped in front as Morrison let one rip. Rebounds there. Shot towards the goal is going to be stopped. As pass ahead, LeBlanc picks it off, but can be turned over. Here's Morris. Morris will shoot one towards the goal as Sonner makes a save once again. Sonner is in his redemption game, looking pretty good here for the Kings so far. As Morris will one touch after the middle of the ice. As Parsons will send it in deep off the wall. It's a funny hop right for that Saunders. Just watch out here. Saunders supposed to play it, but he'll cover it up instead. As 3.5 to go now here in the second period. Kings up 2-0 here on High Button Sports. Puck is dropped as Osmond wins it back for Langell, but he fumbled that one. As here's Frazier looking to clear it out, and he will. Chance here for Jackman. It's a foot race against Olmsted. As Olmsted gets there first. Pass it ahead for Osmond. Osmond can't dangle properly. As here's Jackman. Jackman enters his own left side. Pass in front there. It's going to be picked off by Hillier. Hillier will go up the wall there, looking to clear. Up ahead for Osmond. Picked off. Here is Thompson. Thompson for Jackman. Go to Frazier. Frazier will fire one towards the goal. It's going to be off a body. Doesn't make its way through. Puck bouncing for Thompson. Shot is blocked. Pinching in is Amaro. Amaro will play it behind the net. Amaro pass up ahead for Langell. Langell towards the goal. Is going to be tipped in front there. As Frazier just missing the target there. As there's Frazier again. As Amaro will fire it sky high into the mural here at Clover Place. As these send their top defender, Jonah Carew, back out there for his defensive zone face-off. Saulnier, their top guy in the draw, out there taking it as well. As Culp will adversary him. Puck is dropped as they had an issue with the clock, so they got to restart the face-off. As Grant Shelley will take over in the dot. Puck is dropped at the face-off. Comes free for Culp. Culp sends it in deep. As Koharski will go up the wall. Comes free for Saulnier. Saulnier will poke it behind the net. There's Lakeland Ross now. Ross turns it over the neutral ice. Is Sidoruk over to Romaine. Romaine will pass it back to Makar Sidoruk. Makar Sidoruk up for Grancelli. Grancelli gets hit into the boards there by Saulnier. Comes free for Grancelli. Pass it ahead. Comes free for Culp. Culp has a step here. Culp will fire one on. Shot off the paddle of Max Reed to make another save on the breakaway from Landon Culp. .144 to go here in the first period. Sorry for swearing. 1:44 to go here in the second period. Puck is dropped. The face-off comes free for Grancelli. Grancelli will look to shoot that one towards the goal. He blocked as Culp sends it in deep. Grancelli will poke it ahead. Grancelli up the wall for Makar. Sidorchuk will pocket back from the Grancelli. Pass down low for Culp. Culp will fire one towards the goal, fought off by Reed, as Lemoyne was right there on the doorstep. Culp gets hit into the wall. Henry Muse looking to poke it free. Lemoyne has it. Lemoyne will dangle his way through. Lemoyne still has it over to Romaine. Romaine will cross to Makar, just out of his reach. Makar Sidoruk will collect the puck and pass it down low for Culp. As Muse can't clear, shot just goes past Max Reed as Romaine pinching in, keeps the play alive. Puck sent around the board. Sidoruk will try and pinch through there. Here comes Kane Osmond. Osmond has the puck, enters the zone, will fire one towards the goal as Sonda makes a save. And there'll be no rebound. 37 seconds to go in the second period. Two into High Button Sports, Bees versus Kings. On a Sunday afternoon here at Clover Place. Puck dropped. The face-off. Bees have possession in the offensive zone. In front of Morris. Morris' shot just goes wide. As Parsons can't get that in deep. As hit there, pinching up was Olmstead on Slavuta, and that will be sent the opposite direction. He's going to pick up his Glover, but he's going to be in time for the ice to go his way. .16 seconds to go here in the second period. As Jackman will enter the dot against. So Blake DeMille, number 19, okay. Blake DeMille was the draw as Corcoran has it. So it's going to be sent into the V zone. Back to retrieve it was Henry Ayotte up the wall as DeMille And clear. That's going to be it for the second period. Kings up 2-0 here on High Button Sports. A quick break. Back for the third in just a moment. Welcome back to the third period of play here on High Button Sports. Bees find themselves in a 2-0 hole going to the third period. As the Kings scored goals in the first and second. That's their story so far. Goals came from 2 different players. I forgot to write them down, so I'll tell you in a moment. As here is a man who had the assist on one of the goals, is Makar Sidiruk. A very nice pass to find Chisholm, who's right there at the puck now. Back door. And then it was Matthew Thompson who scored the other one in the first period. Their story so far is just Kaz Hillier looking to send it in deep, but he fans on it. It's been a very physical game here at Cole Harbour Place. Bees able to get in the forecheck, but unable to score. So here's McDonald. Pass in front there looking for Carew. Here's Hillier. Shot from the point there is tipped in front off the body of Saunders. Rebound's there. Another puck will come loose. As once again, Colt McDonald finding the loose puck. Can't jam it home. Colt McDonald having a great game here in my opinion. So is Max Reed. Reed, the difference maker in this one for the Bees. As Saunders as well helping himself a game. It's a goalie lever though, so in my opinion it doesn't really matter on that. As here's Saulnier against Thompson on the draw. Jackman wins it back. Here's Saulnier. Puck comes loose for Roach, or Ross rather. Here's Thompson, sent deep by Jackman. Back to retrieve it is Hall. Hall did the pass for Koharski. Koharski looking to spring his teammate there. It's going to be picked off. Here's Amaro. Over to Langell. Langell up the boards looking to send it in deep. Here's Hall. Up ahead there is Amaro came pinching through the neutral zone. Puck comes free for Saulnier. Sends it in deep against Langell in the corner. Saulnier gets there first. As Langell couldn't get to that puck as Ross there on the forecheck. Watch out here. Puck is loose in his front. As number 20 couldn't put that one home as he falls awkwardly in the boards. A shot from Hall just goes wide. As here is Koharski. Turned over. As taken over by Jackman. Over to Frazier. Frazier will shoot one low as Reed makes a save. As puck comes free for Saulnier. Poked up ahead. Here comes Count. Count will lead the rush here for the Bees. Count will put the moves on, but he gets ticked off the puck. Gets it back. Count. And in front there for Osmond. Just goes wide. Braden Count out of the corner. Turns it over as Koharski came pinching through. As Thompson plays with a high stick. Olmstead there to collect it. Zach Olmstead will send it in deep. Right into Saunders, who will just stick to deflect that in the corner. As Osmond will take over. As Culp gets there first. Picked up by Culp. Culp has it. Again. Over to Grancelli. Grancelli looking slippery, the Italian. As plays it back for Glover. Glover will have Osmond right on him, so he throws it away. As Frazier can get loose. Good job by the Bees to get the forecheck going here. Shot towards the goal, just goes wide. As Count was there in front looking for the tip. Off the bench came Henry Ayotte looking to keep that in, but he couldn't. Here's Zach Olmstead. Sends it towards the opposite corner. They're able to pick it up as Osmond. One time from the point there in the Rockstar zone. Just goes wide as here is Count. Osmond collects it in front there, looking to make a play through the crease. Here's Olmstead. Also a foul up high as we loosened there. And squeaking on the goal line, they score. No! Referee says it was hit him with the hands. It was right there to make the play, the call on the play. So the game remains 1-0. Or 2-1. 2-0. I collect my thoughts and words. No goal is the call there on the play. Face off will be outside the zone, as it should be. As Culp up against Blake DeMille on the face-off dot. Puck is dropped. As here's Sidiruk up for Culp. Culp enters the zone. As here's DeMille there on the back check as Romaine will collect the clearing attempt from Carew. Here's Romaine. for Grancelli, will poke it up ahead. Grancelli looking to get loose there, and he couldn't get past the defense. As puck in neutral ice, comes free for Grancelli. Grancelli, easy pass over to Romain as he had Parsons right on him. Here's DeMille up top for Morris. Morris will play it over to Carew. Carew will collect the bad pass and fire one towards the goal. That's going to be stopped at the blocker of Saunders. Puck loose in the corner. Romain will play it up the wall as Carew is right there to make that pinch. Carew keeps it in deep. Romain looking to clear it. He pokes it ahead as Newfield had Morrison come pinch right on him. As Morris will take over now. Here's Romain over to Sideruk. Makar Sideruk will make his way through neutral ice. Picked off by Carew, but Cope is right there to take it from him. Puck comes loose there. This is going to be a penalty. Interference is the call. So the V's out of the power play. With a chance here to cut the lead in half. It looks really good so far in this third period, in my opinion. Zeno in there for the dot. Puck is dropped. The face-off. It's going to be turnover as Hall's there in the blowing. Hall will shoot one low looking for the tip. There's no look pass from Snow is going to be turned over. Hall back to retrieve the puck. Max Reed leaves it there for him. Hall from behind his own net leads the rush for the V's. Jaden Hall with the puck up for Osman. Osman leaves it there for Colton McDonald. Down low for Snow. Snow as that's going to be picked up by Lemoyne, who will send it down the ice. Hall back to retrieve it. Mason Cole on the forward check. Watch out here as Hall wins that battle. Hall holds on to the puck. Finds Osman streaking through the right side. Osman will get hit there in the boards by Glover. It comes free for Osman. Up ahead for Hall. Hall will fire one towards the goal. Rebounds there in front. So Saunders will cover up for the whistle. But not before a barrage of V's came looking for that loose puck. Five new players out there for the V's in this power play. 14.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Puck dropped. It's going to be off the stick of Ayotte. Out of the zone, here's Koharski. Nate Koharski will pass to the middle. It's going to be picked off. Koharski will play it back for Ayotte. Ayotte. Back to Koharski. They call him Toho. Here is Ross. Ross to the middle. To number 20 in blue. Pass picked off. As Romain turns over. Pass in front there from Ross. Goes wide. And here's Ayotte. Down low. Number 20 has it now. 20. Looking to make a play. It's going to be turned over. Sent down the ice. Nothing doing here on this V's power play as Reed leaves it there for Ayotte. Ayotte up for number 20. Picked off as Makar Sideruk will take over. Pass to the middle. Picked off by Ayotte. Ayotte over to Koharski. Here's Nate Koharski up in the middle looking for Saunier. It's going to be off a stick. Foot race for the puck. Watch out here as Amaral looking to get loose. As here's Ross. Ross hits the referee instead of the Kings player there. Is Carew there to hold the line. Carew. As the puck should be turned over against Chisholm. As Olmsted there to collect the puck. Olmsted over to Carew. Back to Olmsted. Olmsted gets hit into the boards there by Chisholm. Puck comes free for Jonah Carew. Carew on the net as LeBlanc comes it over. Shot in front there as Reed makes a save. As that was almost put home by Kaysen Lively. I still have no idea who number 20 is for the Bees. If someone wants to tell me, that'd be great. But until then, it will be referred to as number 20 for the Bees. Here's Kane Osmond off the face-off. Shot. One back. As Bees load up here in the offensive zone face-off. His shot from the point there is tipped just up wide. Bees have the best players on the ice in my opinion right now. And a half to go here in the third period. Bees down by 2. It was Count. Braden Count will poke it free. Puck comes loose there for Olmsted. To be turned over. Here's Glover. Glover will send it down the ice past Olmsted. As Max Reed will let that be an icing. Comes Morris with Blake DeMille and Ethan Parsons now, an offensive zone chance for the Bees. 12 minutes to go, they're down by 2 goals. Puck is dropped. The face-off shot from the point there, just goes out the glove of Saunders as Keegan Morrison let that one rip from the blue line. Here's LeBlanc. With a clear, kept in by Morrison. Puck behind the net. Looking forward is Parsons. Parsons with the puck pass in front there. This can be one time just wide as Blake DeMille couldn't get that one to go. Here's DeMille again. Gets hit into the wall by Chisholm. Able to dump it in deep. Here's Corkum. Corkum turns it over for Morris. Morris will shoot and rebounds there for Morris as well. Pass up ahead. There's a shot from the point there. Sticked aside by Saunders. Here's DeMille looking for the rebound. He gets it. DeMille passing up for Morris. This is him. Here comes Frazier now, the opposite direction for the Kings. Frazier with Thompson and Jackman. Frazier shoots one right in the glove of Reed. As that was a dangerous 3-on-1 developing there. But Reed flashes the leather. Bees are still in it here, despite being heavily not outshot, I guess. That's pretty close. But they're down by 2. Outchance is the word I would use, I guess. As Kings load up here on the face-off. Just dropped. Langell will send it in deep for Frazier. Frazier in front looking for Thompson. It's going to be picked off. Kings with the best players out there now is Thompson. Thompson down low for Frazier. Frazier has it's bouncing on him. As Count down low, going to get that past him as Koharski will hit Thompson into the boards. Here's Amaro. Amaro will have his shot tipped in front there as Jackman just missed that one. To redirect that one home would have been 3-0. That would have been curtains. As Hillier takes the partner pass. As Snow couldn't find the puck. Here's Thompson now. As Count gets hit into the boards. Here's Hillier. Hillier towards the goal. It's going to go wide of the net. Langell able to pick it up. Langell set for Frazier. He finds Thompson, but off his skates. Puck stays in the neutral zone. As here's Hillier now will slot one towards the opposite wall. As Ayotes will pass over to Houston McDonald. Sorry, Colton McDonald. As here's Count. Falls down. Amaro pinches in. Puck up ahead for McDonald. Goes past him. Here's Culp. Culp for Langell. Langell will take the puck up the ice. Langell will kind of bust his way through. Force circle back. Langell will dump it in deep. There's Hillier. Turned over. Hillier gets it back. Here's Kaz Hillier. Up ahead for Count. Off of his stick. Here's Romaine. Romaine will saucer one through the middle of the ice for Mancelli. Uses his glove to bat that one down. As puck comes free for Sidorup. Makar Sidorup will enter the zone left side towards the goal. It's fought off by Reed. As here's Lakeland Ross. Doesn't get loose there. It was turned over. Here's Sidorup. Well, she will look for the tip there in front. There's Kaluta. Puck comes free for Romaine. There's Grancelli. Down low for Clayuta. Back for Grancelli. He gets hit in their boards by Saulnier. Here's Carew. Carew up for McDonald. He gets hit there by Romaine. That's the penalty. That was a big collision. And that will cause a stir as McDonald takes a penalty defending himself. And that will negate the power play. So Colton McDonald, while he was jawing back with Romaine, takes a penalty. Looks like it's still going to be a power play for the V's. We're out 5-on-5. Let's see what this turns into. Looks like a power play. So despite McDonald taking a 2-minute minor there, it remains a power play. This puck is dropped. Let's see if this switches the momentum in this game. As the V's have possession on the power play. Here's a chance now for number 20. Up for Saulnier. Saulnier for Hall. Hall back to Saulnier. Down low for number 20. Here's Saulnier now. Up for Hall. Hall over to Olmstead. Olmstead will collect the puck and pass it back to Hall. Hall will find Saulnier up top. Saulnier back to Hall. As Ross getting frisky there in front. Shot up high, just goes wide of the net. And that will escape the zone. Here's Shaden Hall. The Mitt intend to go on the power play. Be using the goal here soon. Here's Shaden Hall over to Zach Olmstead, who loses the puck. Here's Lemoyne on the forecheck. Puck comes free for Olmstead. Olmstead over to number 20, who enters the zone. 20 has it. They'll fire one towards the goal. It's going to be gloved down by Joseph Saunders, who's had himself quite the night. Osmond, Count, Henry Muse out there for the space-off with Morrison as well. Puck is dropped. It's going to be kept in at the blue line there. Sent in deep by Ayotte. As Osmond pinching in, looking to get the play alive. Puck bouncing there, looking to clear was Amaro. It's going to be sent down the ice. LeBlanc on the forecheck as Reed out to play it. There's Ayotte behind his own net. Pass up ahead. Here's Keegan Morrison. Shift up the head from Osmond. Osmond had that hop over his stick. Up top for Ayotte. Ayotte will pass overhead for Cowan. Cowan will shoot one towards the goal. It's going to be sticked away. Here's Morrison pinching in. It's going to be cleared down the ice. As there's 7 minutes to go now in the game. Unless it goes to overtime. Here's a pass for Osmond. Just goes off of his stick. Here's Cowan now. Cowan in front for Osmond. Gets knocked out the puck by Sideruk. Osmond collects it again. Kane Osmond with it now for the V's. Pass ahead there. Shot is on. This gets stopped as Hillier was there all alone. Here's Kaz Hillier. Kept in deep there. Here's Cowan. Braden Cowan turns it over. Here's Chisholm. Up ahead for Frazier. Frazier will get loose. Frazier lifts on the shot as he sticks away. Here's Cowan again. Turned over. Here's Corkum's shot from the point. Goes wide. 6.5 to go here in the third. This is Frazier in front there for Jackman. Shot blocked. Here's Thompson on the rebound. But it's going to be blocked as well. As here is Jackman up top. Comes it in deep, looking for Frazier, finds him. Frazier has the puck. Puck is bouncing. Down low for Thompson. Frazier takes over. Will shoot one low. Rebounds there. But Reed gets a piece of that one. As here comes Blake DeMille. DeMille falls down. As Corkum will take over. Here's Jackman. Jackman Up through the middle for Frazier. Frazier will do the rush here for the Kings. Frazier. Shot towards the goal, fought off by Reed as Hillier there to clear the rebound. Here's Culp. Culp over to Amaro. 5.5 to go here in the third period. Is watch out here. Too many men on the ice for the Kings. A bench minor for Greg Riley. And this could be costly for the Kings. A big momentum boost here for the Voyageurs. As this game is not over yet. Stick around for the end of this one. So a bench minor for Greg Riley and the Kings. Penalty coming up here as here's Lemoyne rather, as Jaden Hall has the puck. Hall will lead the rush for the V's. Here's Parsons now. Parsons will fire one towards the goal as Saunders makes a save. As Blake DeMille in for the draw. Puck is dropped. One back for Hall. Hall will weave his way through. Shot towards the goal. He scores! Jaden Hall! These are back in it. That's all it took was a little momentum for the V's. And this game is not over, folks. (2-1) is your score. Greg Riley with a big mistake there. As Osmond out for the face-off against Culp. This game was all Kings up until now. As here's Hall back to Carew. 5 minutes to go in the third. Up for Muse now. Muse as puck comes free there. There's shot. Puck loose. Where is it? And that's going to be kept out by Saunders. Here's Snow. Plays it in deep for Osmond. Osmond turns it over. That's going to be sent up ahead. Here comes Culp with it now. Culp will fire one on. It's going to be off the body and out of play. Timeout in possession for the V's here. I'd use it if I were them, but I'm not the coach anymore. I never really was the coach. I never really had that power. That's here's Lemoyne. The face-off dot against Saulnier. Puck is dropped. Puck comes free for Ross. Ross to the middle. To be picked off. Here comes number 20, who I still don't know who that is. Here's Saulnier on the forecheck against Corkum. Saulnier looking for the loose puck. Comes free for number 20, but quickly turned over. This is LeBlanc. There's penalty coming up here once again. And just like that, the momentum is back in favor of the Kings. Charging is the call. 4:07 to go in the third. This game is not over yet. Here's LeBlanc at the face-off. It's going to be played up ahead by Henry Ayotte. Ross in for the loose puck. That's going to be turned over. Here's LeBlanc. Puck up top for Sideruk. Over to Mason Cole. Pass over crossing for Lemoyne. Off of his stick. As Ayotte will give him a shove into the wall. Here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc up for Cole. Cole over crossing Lemoyne. Lemoyne will shoot one low as Reed makes a save and no rebound. As there's 3.5 minutes to go left in this game. As looks like Ross took a penalty. So 5-on-3 it looks like now. So you want to talk about momentum. He's just lost it looks like. Still 5-on-4 it looks like for now. Three and a half to go in the third. Puck is dropped. Here's Amaro. Over to Jackman. Jackman will pass over to Frazier. Frazier will use his space and shoot one. It's going to be stopped by Reed with a stick. Here's Amaro. Amaro up top for Glover. Glover will shoot one on the shin pad of Osman. Here's Thompson now. Thompson will switch spots with Amaro. Jackman has it up now. Jackman will shoot one low. It's blocked in front by Osman once again. Jackman has it again for the Kings. Up top for Frazier. Frazier will shoot one on. It goes wide of the net. Kept in by Jackman. Kings taking no chances here. It's just Frazier's shot stopped by Reed. Big save there from Max Reed. Off the one-timer. This game is not over yet. With 2:47 to go. Hang on to your hats, folks. We got a wild ride coming in here. In for the draw is Braden Count. As puck is dropped. One back by the V's. There's Jaden Hall, the lone goal scorer for Dartmouth. As puck is loose there for Count for a moment, sent towards the goal. But whistle goes once again. As this game will never end. It seems like these are okay with the puck being stopped here a lot, but Kings rather get out of here while they can. With the face-off loss from the Kings. Here comes Langell. Langell enters the zone. Puts the brakes on, pass over to Romain. Romain will fire one towards the goal, just goes off the glass. As here's Langell with 2.5 to go, down low. As LeBlanc looking to get loose, here's Langell. Langell with the puck shot off the side of the net. As that will stay out, as that will end up on the stick of Langell. Langell over to Romain. 5-on-5 now as Morris is on the out of the ice. Shot is blocked. Here's Langell. Down low for LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts the brakes on behind the net. 2 minutes to go in the third. Here's LeBlanc. Pass over to Langell. Up top for Romain. Romain over to Chisholm. That will miss him. That's going to be cleared down the ice by Henry Ayotte. As Romain back to retrieve it. Romain with the puck. Looking to play it up ahead. As he'll get his own dump in. That's going to be an icing call here with 1.5 minutes to go. So, great chance here for the V's to tie the game up as they'll send out some of the top players I'd see. Looks like Blake DeMille, Ryan Morris, Ethan Parsons, Zach Olmstead, and Keegan Morrison will be the crew out here to finish this game off. As here's Olmstead over to Hall. Keegan Morrison will send it in deep. Looking for it is Parsons. Parsons behind the net. Can't make the play as Romain looking to center it. Romain has the puck now with plenty of time to make a play as Reed wants to go to the bench. Kept in by Morrison. Shot towards the goal. This goes wide. Minute to go now in the third. Now or never for the V's. As here's Langell. Up ahead. Up the wall. As puck comes free for Osman. That's going to be turned aside. Sent in deep. Olmstead got a pinch here if he wants to keep the play alive. He's sent up top for Morrison. Morrison will shoot one towards the goal. Fought off. As rebounds there. Sauter makes the save as Morris let a rip shot go. 30 seconds left. Here's Morrison. Shot towards the goal. This goes wide. Olmstead pinching again. We'll send that one down the ice as That's going to be icing once again. As my heart is beating up here in the booth. V's last chance here to tie the game up. As they'll call a timeout.
30-second timeout. Start.
So let's get a quick break here. Right back when the timeout's over. Welcome back. 1-goal game here at Cole Harbour. He's looking to avoid a fall in 0-4. In for the draw is Braden Cowan. It's going to be one back by the Kings. Here's Carew pinching in. 13 seconds to go on the clock. Here's Carew in front. Shot is on! And that's going to be stopped by Saunders. Clearing attempt. As here's Carew again. Shot there! They score! Are you kidding me? He's tied the game late! In dramatic fashion, it's Ethan Parsons. And Cole Place is going wild. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Kings had a chance to clear there and they couldn't. 2 seconds on the clock. And we're going to overtime here, folks. Can you believe it? These get the point on home ice. My goodness. That will get the blood flowing. I'm going to take a break now as I'm going to rest my voice for this overtime. Welcome back for overtime here in Cole Harbour Place. These versus Kings in a classic game. As here's Frazier turned over. Amaral giving chase for the puck. Amaral has it. Who the rush for the Kings? Amaral back for Thompson. Here's Jackman. Jackman will circle back with the puck. Jackman back for Amaral. Amaral has the puck through the middle. Plenty of space here from the Kings defenseman. Here's Amaral, will fire one towards the goal, fought off by Max Reed. Rebound played to the corner as Osmond looking for the loose puck. Comes free. Here's Amaral over to Frazier. His puck to be poked up ahead by Carew. As Frazier will shoot away the glove of Max Reed, who will hold on for the whistle. Exciting finish here in Dartmouth. Not sure if you caught the end of this game or not, but it's been exciting here, to say the least, here in Cole Harbour. Sorry for bursting your eardrums on that call there to end overtime. I just really like the V's. Here's Ayotes behind the net, turns it over. Picked up. There's Thompson with it, over to Corkum. Corkum will fire one towards the goal, fought off by Reed there, as he'll cover up the rebound as well as Saunier put that into the crease. 4 minutes to go in overtime. Lemoyne out there for the face-off against Saunier. Puck is dropped. Here's Corkum. Corkum over to Lemoyne. That's going to be turned over. As Parsons going to get free. Here's Thompson now. Over to Corkum. Corkum back to Thompson. Thompson has the puck for the Kings. Over across for Lemoyne. Lemoyne has a step. Lemoyne doesn't go to the net. Lemoyne holding onto it up top. Lemoyne will shoot one. This goes wide as Max Reed got a piece of that one. Here's Corkum. Corkum will walk it and shoot one as he hits with the glove of Reed. Here is LeBlanc behind the net. He turned over. Here's Ayote with it now. Ayote up for Parsons. Here come the V's. Parsons tied the game late for the Voyageurs. Here's Corkum on the dump in. Corkum has the puck. Over to Slavuta. Slavuta has the puck, as I just said. That's going to be offside. You got to think back to that too many men call earlier on in the third. Here's Mason Cole. Cole, drop pass for Slavuta. His toe drag shot just goes wide. Morris loses that battle on the wall. Here's Romain. Romain over to Mason Cole. Cole in front there is Reed. Nearly put that into his own net. Here's Slavuta. Shot in the corner. Mason Cole has the puck in the corner. Here's Cole. Looking for Romain. Cole will fire one low. It's going to be just wide of the goal. Here's Jaden Hall. Hall will slow things down for the V's here with 2 minutes to go in overtime. As Morris can handle that pass. Puck hit up ahead. Looking for Osmond off the bench, but it's going to be icing instead. 2 minutes to go here in OT. As timeout called, or sorry, they reversed the icing call, so face on at center ice. These can get the change that they desperately needed. Counts, Osmond, and Carew out there for this face-off, as here's Jonah Carew. Pass over for Count, instead of his reach. Count up for Osmond, has his skate. Here's Jonah Carew. Carew over to Count. Count up for Osmond. Osmond lets go off the wall. Plays it to himself. Osmond off the wall. Watch out here. His puck is loose, but Carew gets there first. Plenty of time to make a play. Minute and 40 to go in overtime. Here's Osmond. Osmond collects the puck. He's going to be onside. Leaves it for Count. Up for Carew. Carew has the puck in the corner. Carew will fire one towards the goal as he gets tripped in front. No call. That's a horrendous no call. As here comes Jackman. 2-on-1 with Culp. Jackman will hold on to it and fire one. Just goes wide. As here is Osmond. Turns it over. Here's Makar. Makar Sideruk over to Jackman. Jackman will hold on to the puck as Callan off the bench on the forecheck. As here's Sideruk. Last minute of play here in overtime. Over to Culp. Puck sent in deep. As here's Colton McDonald off the bench. Muse will take over. Henry Ayotte has it. Over to Kane Osmond. Osmond can't get loose. Puck comes free for Jackman. Jackman with Thompson. Jackman ahead for Thompson. Thompson can't get the handle on that one. As here is Saunier looking for the puck. Over to Osman. Osman will circle it back there with 24 seconds to go in overtime. Osman. Over to Ayot. Ayot. As Parsons will get the puck in deep. Parsons on the turnover. Here's Saulnier with it now. Saulnier circles back. Saulnier with the puck over to Parsons. Looking back for Saulnier. Saulnier can't get loose. And that's going to do it for as Jaden Hall took a shot for the whistle. And we're going to a shootout here in Cole Harbour. Stay tuned for the end of this game. We'll be back in just a moment. Shootout. That's where we're at now as Parsons is the first shooter for the V's. He tied the game late. Can he get another one here in the shootout? Puck at center ice. Parsons will take the puck slowly. Here comes Ethan Parsons. Parsons will shoot on, he scores! Parsons scores in the shootout. As Jackman looking to respond for the Kings. Jackman, the captain for the Kings. As he has the puck at center ice. Jackman on the right side. Towards the middle now. Jackman puts the moves on. Forehand shot just goes wide. Here comes Kane Osman. The game is on his stick. Can he win it for the V's? Osman collects the puck. Stick handling. Shooting just goes wide of the net. Here comes Ethan Lemoyne in his return to Cole Harbour Place. He scored a lot of big goals here in this building. Looks like he's got a chance to do that again. Here comes Lemoyne. Towards the goal. Stop by Reed! These can win it here with a goal. Here comes Braden Count. Count. Through the middle. Game on his stick. Here comes Count towards the backhand! Off the post. This game continues. Game of the year going on here at Cole Harbour Place. As here comes Slavuta. Slavuta with the puck. Stop by Reed! V's win in a shootout! Are you kidding me? Biggest game of the year for the V's. And they come out on top. And that's going to do it, folks. 3-2 is your final score here in Coloma Place. This will be a memory that the Bees will hold on to forever. Where were you in this moment? Max Reed silences the haters. And the Kings lose this one in a shootout. Thank you for tuning into this one. My name is Mason Denike on the call, and we will see